Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's Season 2, race number 16 here at Worldwide Technology Raceway, presented by number 61, Don DeGroot. I tell you, this season is just cranking right along, folks, and here we are at the say that 5 times, Worldwide Technology Raceway, formerly known as Gateway. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, as always. That would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. And I tell you, they got a beautiful evening for racing out there tonight. And 80-degree air temperature, winds are only 2 miles an hour. And of course, you know, they have 4 sets of tires tonight. The set they start with plus 3 additional sets. They have 3 green-white checker attempts for 120 laps around this 1.25-mile facility. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And I think we're getting ready to wind things up here, about to go into the qualifying section. We still have a couple of minutes to go here. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and roll into hear from our sponsors real quick. Actually, matter of fact, let's bring up the points. We didn't look at that at first. The driver's standings here, you know, Aiden Berlane, he's continuing to lead the way, 647 points. Ken Baum Jr. In that second spot. Nick Cannon and Tyler Isley are tied at third, 505 points apiece. Then we have Carson Pittman, 5th position, Kyler McCarthy 6th, Bill Hale 7th, Lucas Nilgers 8th, 9th is David Smil Jr., and William Brown rounds out your top 10. And actually, now this is showing the top 20 in the standings, and the guys down, they're actually tied at 20th. That was Jimmy Barr and Brian Pressler. So got a couple of tiebreakers coming up here tonight, and we'll see who ends up on top. And then taking a look at the team standings, Berlane Racing still out front there with 598. Nitro in that second position. Turn 2 Terribles third. Everybody's in the top 6 are unchanged. Mopar Motorsports 4th, Glitter Kitty Racing 5th, Mayberry Motorsports in the 6th position. Up in Smoke has moved past Posse Racing into the 7th position. Team Sparker. Wait a minute. I hope this is the right. Did I forget to change something? This looks like what I had last week. I may have to check that. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I thought I had changed all that stuff. But now we're rolling over to qualifying here. And let's see. Got who's coming out for, I think I see Ken Baum Jr. making his way out onto the track. He may be one of the first ones out tonight. Now they have lights here for racing at night, but they will be racing in the daytime this time around. Clock is running now for Ken Baum Jr. Making his way down the backstretch. Let's see what kind of speed he's getting up to. Just getting it into 4th gear. He comes out of turn 4. Let's see what kind of time he gets here. Kicks things off. Provisional pole 35.070. David Smil Jr. just slotted into that second position, 35.270. At the moment, Kevin Click is P3, 35.606. Let's see who else is out there. There's Jaden Robert Bingaman, and I think he's getting ready to complete his first hot lap. Let's see where he slots in here. And was that his first time? Then maybe that was just the start of his first hot lap. I see Kevin Click, he's on the board, P4. trying to see if he can improve as he crosses the line. Did he improve his time? Yes, he does. Up to a provisional pole, 34.573. for the number 35. And see, Ryan Broderick, he just slots in at the P4 position, 35.089. Lucas Nilgis, P5 position. He's P9, I'm sorry, P9. Now, oh man, he's falling down the order. Some other guys, William Brown in the 6th position, Nick Cannon, P5. Let's see if Lucas can get back up there, improve on that 35.396. And he improves his time up to P2, man. Good improvement there for Lucas Nilgis. So he's looking very good there. And we only have a couple of minutes left. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause a moment to hear from our sponsors and also do our national anthem. And we'll be right back here watching Full Throttle Next Gen Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My old man! On my way to Monday Night Raw.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, folks, cars are lining up on the starting grid, and let's go ahead and take a look at your starting grid here. Kevin Click, he's got that pole position. Kyler McCarthy starting in second position. Lucas Nilgis third. Jeremy Zarfos fourth. Ken Baum Jr. in the fifth spot. Andrew May sixth. We have Steve Strittmatter seventh. Nick Cannon eighth. Ninth is William Brown. Then we have David Smil in the 10th position. Robbie Bice 11th. 12th is Ryan Broderick. 13th is Jaden Bingaman. Don DeGroot 14th. Matthew Fitz 15th, David Salter 16th, 17th is Bill Hales, Stan Mayberry in the 18th position, 19th Brian Pressler, Jimmy Barr 20th position, 21st is Carl Fitz, and Alex Mader rounding out the field in the 22nd position. Making their way down the back stretch. Click will be leading them to the green flag. Pace car should be turning in this time around. There he goes, making their way out of turn 4. Getting ready for that green flag.
Green flag.
Got a green flag, and we are racing here at Gateway. Boy, Kevin Click, he really took off, boy. I tell you, Kyler McCarthy under pressure immediately by Lucas Nilgis, trying to get that second position. They come off of turn 2. Looks like McCarthy will hold on to it. Nilgis back in that third position. Jeremy Sarfos and company, they're battling back there. There's Ken Baum Jr. and Steve Strittmatter battling for position. A couple of different, 2-3 different lines you can run through the corner here. Click will lead the first lap, and they're still duking it out as they head down to turn 1. Everybody trying to, William Brown now trying to hold on to that 6th position there. Looks like he'll get it. The 8th there, Nick Cannon, stays ahead of the 72, David Smil. Who is that on the high side there? I think that's Robbie Bice up there, up on the high side, trying to get past the 72. A lot of good racing. Click, he's right now he's running 0.6 of a second ahead of Kyler McCarthy. McCarthy, he's still pretty comfortable in that second spot, and behind him, that's where all the battling is going on right now. As they race down the back stretch, Lucas Nilgis still in that third position. Here's Ken Baum Jr. pulling up quickly on the 21 as they make their way out of turn 4. Top 4 definitely have separated themselves from the rest of the pack here at the moment. Jeremy Zarfos, he's leading the rest of the field in that 5th position. William Brown not too far behind. A lot of downshifting going on in the turn. I think they're almost downshifting. Let's see what gear he's getting down to. He's in 4th coming off of turn 4. I heard him shift at least twice. So, okay, they've got 5 gears for this track. I was wondering, like, hey, man, I thought I heard him upshift twice. Looks like I think he'll bump down to 3. There he goes, yeah. And get back up to 5th gear. About 162, I think it was. Might have been their top speed going down the back stretch there. Racing down to the line. Starting lap number 6. McCarthy still in the lead. Boy, that gap's come down though. Actually, that's a lead change. What I'm talking about, Kevin Click. McCarthy got past him, so he is your new leader. Click now in that 2nd position. Lucas Nilgis still holding on to the 3rd spot. Ken Baum Jr., though, he is really hanging in there and working himself in there ever closer. And of course, you know, they run the open setups here in this league, and no fast repairs at all. So playing for keeps from the drop of the green flag. Graham Brown, he's fallen back just a little bit. Nick Cannon's behind him in that 6th position. Strip Matter behind the 7th. As you can see, they're starting to spread out. Everybody in the top 9 is really starting to spread out quite a bit. So 10th position, Robbie Bice, now he's kind of leading the second group of cars. You can clearly see it on the track map as well. But he's got several car lengths between him and number 3, Matthew Fitz. And somebody on pit road, Jeremy Zarfo's coming down pit road, and this is only lap 8. And let's look and see. The car looks so. Wait a minute, he's got a little. Is that damage on the left? Yeah, on the left front, got a little bit of damage. So somewhere along the way, he hit something on the left side. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he spun or what, but no fast repairs, of course. So he's down on pit road. Looks like he's getting at least tires, probably fuel too while he's in there. Might as well top off the tank. Probably doing some just manual repairs, try to beat out some of that damage as much as possible. You can see the pit crew there starting to knock those dents out of the car. And boy, he's spending a lot of time on pit road. He's going to end up losing a lap here, and he's trying to stay in there. So yeah, he's going to be there for a minute. There, your leader's just going by. Zarfo's at least 1 lap down, maybe 2. But that's a crying shame. We're only 10 laps into this 120 lap event. Looks like Zarfo's now just getting back off of pit road in that 22nd position. He is indeed 2 laps down. Meanwhile, up towards the front here, Kinbaum Jr. They're still spread out quite a bit. William Brown comfortably in that 5th position, almost half a second ahead of Nick Cannon. Let's look a little further back in the field here. Let's see, there's Stan Mayberry. We've got a lot of webcams in here tonight. I think it's about 6. Let's see. There's Matthew. Where's Matthew Fitz at? There he is right there. We'll see if I'll make sure our cameras are working good here. And yeah, there's old Matthew racing along here in that 11th position. Let's see who else we have out here tonight. We've got Jimmy Barr, and let's see, where is Jimmy at right now? He is running. He's running in the 14th position, the 12 car. He's running the VR headset. Getting a little pressure there from Jaden Bingaman, and actually Jaden's in here too. And oh, I can't see it. His camera's not working. I don't know why. Oh shoot. Okay. So yeah, his unfortunately his camera's not working there for Jaden. Everybody's camera, you know, that stuff can be so finicky sometimes. David Salter down on pit road, green flag pit stop for the 88 machine. Tires and fuel for him. Oh boy, he's missing the front of that car. And let's look and see if we can see maybe where he, I think I see where maybe he went off track. Let's go back and take a quick look at that, see if we can see what happened here. And so there he's racing along. He might have just put the power down a little too quick. Yeah, it's coming around on him there, and he taps the inside wall. And oh boy, there goes his bumper. So yeah, that's what happened to David there. And like I said, no fast repair, so he just has to, either he goes out without it, or he may have to actually stay on pit road there for a while. So bad luck there for the 88. Steve Strittenmatter in that 7th position. Everybody's still spread out. McCarthy, he's still leading about 8/10 of a second. Oh, caution here on lap 15. Oh no, it's Ken Baum Jr. is involved. Let's see, where is Ken? There he is. Oh, Ken Baum Jr. is involved at 35 there. Kevin Click also involved. He's still waiting for traffic to go by. And folks were starting to make some green flag pit stops, so this will be good news for some folks. And let's go back here with Ken, see if we can see what happened. And so they're racing along here. And, oh, wait a minute. Did I just see... was Click was already up in the wall. Okay, I think he might have collected the 2 car. He stayed off the wall, but oh no! And he came back up so quick, and then the 2 tapped him, and now he looks like he probably will end up tapping the wall. So yeah, tough break for both the 2 and the 35. Oh boy, who was that? That was William Brown. I think just scooted right through the middle there. Click on his way back off of pit road. Oh, I'm sorry, just coming in. Let's see, what kind of damage does he have there? And that down on the inside. Just like Jeremy Zarfos, that left front from hitting that inside wall. So he'll come down and get as much work done as possible. And Kyler McCarthy, he's still your leader here at the moment while we're under caution here. Let me... let's see, where is Kyler? Let me see if I can find him. If I can find him, I'll bring him up here real quick. If he's in the chat here, if I can find him, there he is. And we'll bring him up here real quick. Oops. Hey, Kyler, Tony in the booth. You got a copy. And why does my stuff keep muting? Mic check, can you hear me now? Or he may have his stuff muted. I don't think he can hear me. He may have his stuff turned off. Some guys do that while they're racing, so I'll go ahead and put him back down to his channel. And, oh, I see what's going on. Let's see if I got to grab him. There he is. Oh, I see what's going on. Mic check, mic check. Hey, Kyler, you got a copy?
Loud and clear, buddy.
10-4, man. I tell you, my stuff keeps getting muted on me. I don't know what's going on, man. Hey, man, I tell you, got some cautions here. I saw some guys making some early stops. Is this going to be a high tire wear track, you think?
It is. I mean, I ran a couple officials here last week when we were here, and the window is right around that, 30 to 50 lap on tires. We've got a really good, nitro setup shop, McCarthy Racing Z01 here, so we're going to save a set of tires and see if we can't let her dig.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just nitro setup shops, Jaden, Isley, everybody over at Nitro Racing, those are the sets, Russ, Jimmy, Patrick, all those guys give us a hell of a setup every week to get these guys. Hopefully tonight will be our night. We can capitalize on something here.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put you back down to your channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
So now getting ready to go back to work here. As we're making our way around here, let's see, is it the lights are okay? We'll have one more pace lap as they make their way around. Lucas Nilges are in that second position, followed by Steve Strittmatter, third. David Smil Jr. in that fourth position. Matthew Fitz up to the fifth spot. Andrew May running sixth. Jaden Robert Bingaman in the seventh position. Jimmy Barr is eighth. Then we have Don DeGroot, race sponsor, in the ninth spot, and Alexander Mader rounding out your top 10. We'll go ahead and take a quick break before we go green again. You're watching the Full Throttle Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My domain! My way to Monday Night Raw.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. Got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen. Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, making our way down the backstretch, getting ready to go green once again. There'll be lap 20 on the restart. Everybody who has come into pit, it looks like everybody from 10th place on down, with the exception of Carl Fitz, had decided to come in to the pits. Everybody else electing to stay out. Pace car down on the pit road. Here we go. Getting ready to go green once again.
Green, green, green.
Got a green flag, and we are racing once again here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. McCarthy off once again. Lucas Nilges, boy, look at them battling behind him. David Smil Jr. and Steve Strittmatter. I think Smil might have just touched the wall a little bit, but he's still ahead. Maybe they race down into turn 3. So he'll move away from the 51 there just a little bit. They're battling behind him. There's Matthew Fitz, Andrew May. They're all battling there. Jaden Robert Bingaman, he's right behind those guys, tucked in nice and close there to come off of turn 2. Fitz trying to hold on to that, actually trying to get that 6th position. He's running 7th. Got that inside line. Oh, somebody's up on the wall. I think that's, looks like that might have, who is that? I think that was a 61, Don DeGroot. Might have scraped the wall there a little bit, but they managed to keep going. Ken Baum Jr. down in that 14th position. So he got some work to do. He lost now 9 spots now from starting up at the front. Oh, and Kevin Click, I think, he just banged the wall as well. Man, the car is taking a little bit of a beating out there tonight. I mean, there's a little bit of banking here at Gateway, but not a whole lot to really help you through those turns. It's to me, it's almost like a flat Darlington in a sense. Of course, and also, you know, you do have multiple lines that you can drive through the corner. You know, Darlington pretty much a one-groove track for the most part. But you also have a little bit more banking to help you out as well. Click, he's continuing along in that 19th position. A little further up, there's William Brown now in the 10th spot, right behind Jimmy Barr. McCarthy's still out front, but not by much. Lucas Nilges, he is right there, trying to hold on there. Trying to plan his, you know, kind of sit tight there and see what's going to happen over a few laps here. Try to decide if he wants to make a move or not. Because we're a long ways to go. Lap 25 of 120. Jaden Bingaman back in that second group of cars. Chasing Don, actually chasing Strittmatter there. Steve Strittmatter for that 4th spot. I think there's been some, you know, this is what they call week 13 in iRacing, and they've got all the new updates, and there's some new cars. I believe there's some new tracks as well that have been added to the platform, and I swear I think Gateway has had a little bit of an update too, because something looks different in that turn 4. You see those light strips of concrete there. I don't recall those being there before. Maybe they were like right there. I don't remember that being there. Well, maybe it was, but I sure don't remember that being there in past versions of the track. Let's look a little further back here. There's Nick Cannon. He's another one of our webcam drivers. Currently running in that 9th position. Oh, trying to make a move here. Well, Andrew May looks like he'll get that position as they race down the backstretch. Cannon, number 8, up to the 8th position. Look, he moved into the 8th position, so he's right back where he started at the beginning of the race. See some guys duking it out there in front of him. Matthew Fitz and company battling with William Brown and Steve Stretmatter. He might be getting close to that group. You know, sometimes we've seen William start a little further back in the field and have to spend a lot of time working his way through, but lately it looks like he's been qualifying a little better and starting up somewhere whereabouts in the top 10. He's up 3 positions from his starting spot, so he's looking pretty good here so far. And boy, I tell you, Matthew Fitz is really challenging him hard. Nick Cannon's getting close to those guys as well. McCarthy still leading that gap just about 7/10 of a second. Lucas Nilger's still hanging in that 2nd position. Same deal for Jaden Robert Bingaman. They're running 1, 2, 3. So staying pretty consistent. David Smill Jr., I think he's challenging for that 3rd spot. Bingaman's got it right now. The 72 taking a peek down on the inside. You better be careful. Here comes the 51 of Stritmatter. And he is going to sneak past David Smill Jr. into that 4th position. Moving in on the 26 of Bingaman now. We were looking at the air temperature. It was 80 degrees earlier. Let's see. It's showing. It's still showing track temperature. I mean, air temperature 80 degrees. Track temperature is 102. So yeah, it's pretty toasty down on track surface. Like I said, Lucas Nilger, oh wow, McCarthy and Nilgers, they really have left Bingaman behind. Bingaman 2.3 seconds behind the number 21. Lucas Nilger, boy, he's been having a great race so far. He's really hanging in there with the number 24, Kyler McCarthy. That gap hanging right about just a tick under 0.8 of a second. So he's matching. Let me see if I can hold a second. Let me move this banner out the way. Let's see if we can see some lap times here. If let's bring that up here. And McCarthy is still, you can see he's slightly quicker by a few hundredths of a second each lap. Not a lot, but he's still a little bit quicker than the 21. And you can tell that little bit of time that Pace just having just a little bit better pace. That gap now is now 0.9 of a second. So it was about 7. Now it's up to 9. Well, it actually just jumped up to a full second. Seemed like Neil just had to kind of baby that throttle a little bit that time coming out of 2. Let's look a little further back. William Brown, he's still in that 4th position. Nick Cannon is right there. Wow, he is right there on the number 9. I'm sorry, number 9 of William Brown. I think he's looking to get into that 4th position there, folks. One thing I hope that they did fix about Gateway I remember when I used to run open wheel cars here, there was this nasty little bump coming out of 2, and it was, I think it was down more towards the, and you take an inside groove coming off of 2. And I don't know if that's smoothed out now or what. Hopefully it is, because I used to, there was a time when you could almost expect to see somebody all of a sudden just get launched and just go flying into the infield. Who is it? We got somebody on pit road, David Smeal Jr. coming down on pit road. Car looking good as he makes his way down. Green flag pit stop here on lap 36. The only one on pit, David Salter, he's still on pit road, getting work done on that 88 machine. And his pit box, tires and fuel for the number 72. Left side's getting ready to go on here. He's down, and well, does he have any damage? Long pit stop here for David Smeal Jr. I don't know, maybe he has some slight damage. He's just trying to get it banged out here. But man, he's spending a relative eternity on pit road, and he's gonna lose another lap if he stays in there much longer. Strittenmatter in the 6th position. And Nick Cannon, he was battling with the William Brown. Now he's lost a little bit of ground to the number 9. Brown managing to hold on to that 4th position. Meanwhile, Colin McCarthy up front, boy, he's opened up over 2-second gap between him and Lucas Nilges. There must be something wrong with David Smeal, because he's still on pit road and losing all kinds of time here. A little further back in the field is Ken Baum Jr. He's trying to catch up to the 51 Steve Strittenmatter. Challenge for that 6th position. They're battling behind him. Kevin Click battling with Matthew Fitz and Ryan Broderick there. It's trying to hold on to that 9th position. Broderick right behind him. Who have we not seen tonight? I think we've seen everybody. Yeah, we've seen everybody that's got a camera except for Robert Jaden Bingaman. I don't know why his camera isn't working. Ugh, that sucks. But I can't really work on it right now because there's just nothing to see to try to work on. Let's go a little bit further back in the field. There's the 53, Bill Hales, running in that 14th position. He's chasing the 69 of Andrew May. Oh! And May goes into the grass. Is he going to hold on to it? Man, what a save. And kudos to the guys behind him. They checked up. Everybody did a great job not to pile in to the 69 or each other. Jimmy Barr trying to take advantage of May losing some momentum there and trying to see if he can grab that 13th spot. Looks like he will. He clears the 69. Yes, he does. He clears him now into that 13th position. Man, that was a heck of a save there. And they continue to race along. Let's look a little further back in the field. Probably Bill Hales now behind Robbie Bice. Don DeGroot, he's back to the 17th position. Alex Nader, 18th. And Carl Fitz, that's Matthew Fitz's dad, running that 18 Mountain Dew machine in the 19th position. Jeremy Zarfos, he's not, he's one lap down. He's in the lucky dog position here at the moment. So if he stays out of trouble, he'll be able to get that wave around and get back on the lead lap. Running 20th at the moment. It's weird because that's funny because David Smeal and the two Davids, David Smeal and David Salter, neither one of them are showing classified as any position at all for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. Interesting. But they both remain on pit road. I take that back. David Smeal Jr., he's back on track once again. 3 laps down. Up at the front, Lucas Nilgis. They're at the other end of the straightaway. Making their way down the backstretch. He's trying to, he's good, now 4 seconds. That car going into the turn there. That's your leader, Kyler McCarthy. And,
Yellow flag.
oh, we got us a caution here. Caution lap 44. And let's look and see. Hopefully, let's see. Who was Jeremy Zarfos? As long as he wasn't involved, he should get the lucky dog wave around here. And it was Ken Baum Jr. That was involved in that caution. Oh man, bit of damage on that left front, and I'm betting that he probably came off the corner and got into that inside wall. Let's take a quick look here, and go ahead and roll the tape here, and there he is going. Oh, the car snapped. You saw it snap, and he corrected and trying to save it, and it turned around and it still tapped the outside wall. Man, that was kind of a tricky little deal there for him. He almost had it, but ended up tagging the outside wall. Everybody coming down pit road. McCarthy, he's leading the pack down pit road. Ryan Broderick stays out. Of course, Zarfos, he's out. Should be getting the lucky dog position there. And because he's already around. Guys down on pit road. There's Zarfos coming around to get back on the lead lap. Kevin Click and company there. Battles on pit road. Let's see. Looks like McCarthy. He'll win the battle off of pit road. Now Ryan Broderick, he elected to stay out. He pitted on lap 16. Like about half the field, but he decided to stay out there. So let's see. There's Nick Cannon. Let's see if we can find, where's Nick at? Let's see. There's Nick there. We'll bring him up real quick. Hey Nick, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Man, I tell you, how's things going out there tonight?
A little rough.
Oh yeah.
I just did that. Setup's a little hit or miss, kinda. With the update yesterday, completely threw our setup way out of whack.
Oh man.
And I was hoping that what I did earlier was fixing it. So we're just kind of trying to fix it now. Kind of see what'll work. Try to catch Kyler.
10-4, man. You've been having a good battle there with William Brown, trying to keep pace with him there the last few laps.
Yeah, I've just been following up through the field. We pit on that first caution, try to make some adjustments. We were like weight loose and everything. Just wanted to see if we could fix it, and here we are, 5th and 6th.
There you go, man. And well, that's still in the top 10 there, right there in the middle. So you're right in the thick of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down. I think if we get ready to get the one to go here and stuff,
Yep,
so we don't want to. Yeah, Team Sparkle, right, Mark?
Yep.
10-4. Good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
So yeah, him and that's right, because William Brown is his teammate. And they're running in that. That's the channel that they're running in, but they're I don't know. I think that's I don't know if that's a Team Sparkle, Unicorn, and Glitter Kitty Racing. I don't know if there's some kind of thing there where it's one slash the other or what, but because sometimes I don't think they use the different channels there, but they're listed as Glitter Kitty Racing, GKR. So now Broderick, he'll be up at the front here. on these older tires. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll see what he can do on the restart. He only pitted the one time on lap 16. Got a lot of fresh tires behind him. Kyler McCarthy, you know he's going to be strong right there on that outside. Bingham and Nilges, Cannon, Brown, Strittmatter, every pretty much there. The whole field basically pitted on the lap 45. Jeremy Zarfos, of course, pitted on lap 46 after getting his lucky dog lap. Racing once again. Lap 49, McCarthy is right there, folks. Bingham, I mean not Bingham, but Broderick, man, really wide. Maybe he was just trying to get out of the way. He knew he was going to get run over, and somebody's going down. That was Lucas Nilges. Oh, and he tags the inside wall. He's down in the grass. It looks like he'll continue. No no caution flag, and because he slid right off the track. Oh man. He was running in second place for so long up to this point in the race, and it just lost it all back down to the 20th position. That leaves Jaden Bingham now in that second spot. William Brown graduates up to the third position, and now Nick Cannon's in fourth. So yeah, these two teammates, they're moving up the order here. Strittmatter, they're right behind them. Now lap 50 of 120, about to make it 51 as they come to the stripe. Brian Pressler right behind them. He's currently running in the 6th position. Boy, he's moved up 13 spots since the start of the race. So good progress there for Brian Pressler. You got Stan Mayberry behind him. He's moved up 11 position. Brian Broderick, that was the guy who stayed out, and he might be going in the wrong direction now, folks. Unfortunately, everybody's kind of just easing their way on past the number 5, unless he was just trying to get up there and get some points for leading a lap. But in the long run, and maybe his goal now is to maybe try to stay on the lead lap and maybe catch another caution if he can. They have turned quite a few laps. There's 28 there. Robbie Bice looked like he was fixing to maybe drive under the 5. He may try to get him here in turns 3 and 4. Yep, there he goes now. And for the most part, it looks like Broderick is just staying to the high side because he probably knows he can't battle too much with these guys with these fresh tires. Meanwhile, up the front, Bingham losing a little ground now to McCarthy. McCarthy very strong out there tonight, back in the lead once again. And actually, I don't think, wait a minute, Tyler Isley is not racing tonight. That's one of his teammates, but he's not out there tonight. I don't believe I saw him out there. Because normally he'll have a webcam too. So yeah, he's not racing tonight. Let's look a little further back in the field. Now Broderick, he's falling back as far as the 14th position. Now it's got Kevin Click trying to stay ahead of Click there. Click in that 15th spot. Matthew Fitz behind in the 16th position. Jeremy Zarfos, he got that lap back, now in the 17th position on the lead lap. So now he's just going to try to see if he can hang in there and maybe try to make some progress. Still quite a ways to go. Lap 55 of 120. Everybody else is still running. Boy, Ken Baum Jr. now in the 18th position. He has lost 13 spots since the start of the race. And don't know if he has anything for him to try to move back up through the field, or maybe he might be just cooling his heels for a while. Just ride along, as they do have quite a ways to go. Now in that 18th position, but you don't want to You don't want to go mess around and catch a caution or something like that, or lose a lap. Get caught up in a caution situation. Lucas Neal just, you know, he had that spin, and he's right back there himself. Now, he looked like he might pass the 2. Yes, there he goes now, moves into that 18th position. And let's see how the front of his car is looking. Not too bad, actually. I thought he hit the wall hard enough to show more damage, but he seems to be okay. He's got a lot of time. If maybe he can try to get back up there, work his way back up to. Oh, he's doing that counter steering. That thing is getting away from him in turns 1 and 2 there. He's fighting it just a little bit, going into turns 1 and 2, and that's where he lost it in the first place anyway. Back up towards the front, Steve Strittmatter in that 5th position. Nick Cannon and William Brown still running, teammates running 3rd and 4th now, and I think this is just a game plan right now. Just, you know, this is like one of them races where it's kind of a marathon. They're getting very close to the halfway point. You know how things always start to get a little interesting once you get on the backside of the race there. But they're hanging in there with Jaden Robert Bingaman, who's running 2nd at the moment. McCarthy isn't that far away, only a 2nd ahead of them now. So not as pulled out there as far as he has in the past. 1.1 seconds, just almost 1.2. I don't know why. Oh, my internet's acting a little weird. Hope it holds on in there. It's a knock on wood. It's been doing pretty good. Now, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be surprised if I had connection issues this week. You know, being week 13 for iRacing, because there's probably a lot of heavy use on the servers, and who knows. Those servers could be working overtime, but right now the stream, it looks like the strength just got back up to full strength here. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that will hold on there. So Colin McCarthy, he continues to race along here. 1.5 seconds ahead of Jaden Robert Bingaman. So we'll go ahead and take another quick break, and we will be right back. You're watching the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, back here, lap 63, riding on board with William Brown, the 4th. And now his teammate Nick Cannon has moved ahead of him. They've switched positions. So Cannon, he's now the one up behind Jaden Robert Bingaman. But they're all running pretty consistently. McCarthy right there. Wait a minute, there's a lap car in between. That's Ken Baum Jr. He has lost a lap. Now in the lucky dog position. He's in between first place and 2nd and 3rd. And I think he does have just a little bit of damage. Almost looks like a little bit of damage on both sides of the car. You can see just the fenders are dinged up just a little bit, both left and right side. And drivers are driving on by. Nick Cannon still in that third position. They haven't exactly caught Robert Bingaman yet, but they're trying to get there. And William Brown, he's lost some ground to his teammate. And a lot of these guys, when they have the setups, some of these guys, their setups are maybe set more towards long runs or shorter stints. It just kind of depends on, you know, what they're looking for. Oh, I think I saw the two get another little wiggle there. He might be struggling out there a little bit tonight. Still in the 20th position, but that car is just a little twitchy. Might be a little bit too much on the loose side. There's somebody in front of him. That was William Brown. I swear it looked like William Brown almost tagged the wall coming off of turn 2 there. Car looks okay though. McCarthy starting to open up that gap once again, 2.3 seconds. Both him and Jaden Robert Bingaman being very, very consistent out here tonight. You know, they fell back into order through some of those green flag pit stops and you know, on pit road and whatnot, but once everything bunched up again and they've got right back to the front. McCarthy is marching away a little bit on Bingaman, but I tell you, he's doing pretty darn good himself as well. Nick Cannon, he might be trying to close that gap, and you can actually see, well, he's not exactly closing it. He was almost a second behind. It's kind of fluctuating between 1.1 and 1.2. Let's take a look at their lap times and see what we can see here. And we see Bingaman is consistently quicker than Nick Cannon on each lap. A few tenths here and there, almost a half a second on lap 65, he was quicker. Yeah, there is live timing, link to live timing in the description. If you're watching on your computer, you have an extra monitor, click on that link and then you can bring up that window and put it in another monitor. And I think they actually, you know, the software that I use, they did an upgrade to that. There's different features on it. And I think you can move the columns around and select different things to see what the information you want to see. I haven't looked at it myself. You can access it both on your laptop, and you should be able to get it if you're watching on your phone as well. And I'm actually trying it right now as we speak, and yeah, it works pretty good. And it shows you a lot of information. It shows you all the driver's license. You know, pretty much everybody in this league is Class A license. We've got one Class C and one Class B from the field of 22 cars out there tonight. But pretty darn good field of drivers out here, very strong. As you can see, they definitely can do some long green flag runs. This track was a little tricky at some point. You know, you see some folks, you know, maybe getting a little loose coming off the corner or something, but for the most part, Gateway is doing pretty good. Mayberry, oh, look at the William Brown. Mayberry's catching William Brown there. Brown has been quicker every lap. Oh, caution. And, oh, it's Ken Baum Jr. again. Oh, my goodness. He is just having a rough night out there tonight. And oh, you know, I think he jumped right to the pits. I think he's towing in, and the car doesn't look super bad, but he might have decided to put it behind the wall. He's just really been struggling out there tonight, and probably just got loose on him again. And let's see if we can see what happened here. He's going down to turn 3 and 4 there. And and this time it got loose going into the turn, and he just can't hold on to that rear end. And yeah, that's just when it's like that. It's not fun to drive when you're trying to you're battling stuff like that. And and that will bunch up the field once again here. And let's see, and that's Colin McCarthy. And let's go ahead and let me see if I can find him real quick once again. Where is he? Oh shoot, a lot of channels. There he is. We'll bring him up real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait till he gets in his pit box before we say something, because he's probably concentrating on making sure he hits his marks. I don't like to do that while they're counting down, and because he doesn't have any traffic that he has to watch either, so he's right on his marks. There we go. Hey, Kyler, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Loud and clear, buddy.
Man, I tell you, the race going along pretty good here. Managed to get back to the front, man. Things are looking pretty good for you here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This track's a little tricky there, man. I saw Ken Baum Jr. He spun again. I don't know if he's retired the car or not. And it was weird. One time I saw him come off one turn, and it seemed like the back end broke or loose or something. He had to counter, steer to try to catch it. It almost snapped back to the right. He ended up spinning to the outside wall, and just now the back end broke loose on him going into 3, and just a kind of a tricky setup out here tonight, huh?
Yeah, this update's got everybody kind of thrown through a loop here. Luckily we got a really good setup here, and we just got to be patient with it, and just go from there.
10-4. Now, what is it about the update? Is it something in the tire model or the track surface? Something has changed?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is. Just from Sunday when I ran to today, it is noticeably different. I think it might be the tire model, because I noticed that you can't charge turn 1 like I could Sunday when I ran the officials, but it definitely makes you take care of your stuff, that's for sure.
Does this track still have that nasty little bump coming out of 2 down on the inside like it used to?
Oh yeah, there's that there's a seam right there, and if you don't stay above that seam, you're gonna snap. It takes some finesse and some throttle playing and footwork to make her work there.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down to your channel, so good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe iRacing had maybe they had updated the track, or even in the real world, like you said, it's a seam, so maybe it's not something they can just ground down and smooth out or something, I guess. It's just some characteristic of the track that's, I guess, baked into the DNA of it now. Let's see, I think they might be getting the, did they get the one to go yet? Apparently, well, they have some lap cars in front of him, but they would have taken off if it was the one to go. And they're not, they're still behind your leader. I'm sorry, McCarthy's third, my bad. So I think it is. Let's jump over here with Brian Pressler. It is one to go. I was thinking McCarthy was the leader, but he didn't. Now, this time, Brian Pressler and Alex Mader, they stayed out. That's how they got up to the front there. So now you have, last time we had, it was the number 5, Ryan Broderick. He stayed out when everybody else pitted on lap 45, and now Brian Pressler and Alex Mader stayed out when everybody else pitted on lap 74 and 75. So once again, this is going to be an interesting restart here. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. Are they going to have, how much fight are they going to have up the front here? Because having that mismatch in tires, that can be a little tricky sometimes. Here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag restart here, lap 78. And boy, McCarthy, he is right there already. Also the 26 of Bingaman. Mater and Pressler still there. There's see Bingaman on the high side. I think he might get a run. He moves out into that second position. And oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Bingaman down. What happened? He's down on the access road heading down to the pits. Nothing appears to be wrong with the car, but I wasn't expecting that. He's coming in. Kevin Click also coming in. I'm wondering, man, did something happen? Did they not, sometimes guys come down pit road and,
yellow flag.
Oh no, and they're on, now there's a caution. Oh, and that's William Brown. What's going on here? He's got a spin and doesn't look like too much damage there for the number 9, but man, looks like Matthew Fitz might have got caught up in something there. Oh yeah, a bit of damage for him, and also Don DeGroot, a little bit of damage as well. Let's go back with Matthew here. We see if we can see what happened, and so they're racing along here, and let's see. Oh, and the 3. Oh yeah, he gets into the 61, and they collect the 53. Bill Hales, poor Bill Hales, he just really got caught up there. You see William Brown down on the inside, almost collecting the number 5 of Ryan Broderick and Brown. While those guys are up on the outside, while Brown, he's losing it, coming out of 2. The 5 got very lucky. We saw Brown shoot right between 2 cars on one of those last cautions and avoided calamity, but this time he got caught up in it himself just a little bit. So we'll take it back live here. So caution once again. Let's see, Kevin Click, he's just leaving pit road, and that car still dinged up on the left front, but he opted to not stay in. Fitz and DeGroot making their way down. Might have a little bit of work done. A bigger track like this, you can afford to come in and sit there for a little while, try to get some more damage repaired. There's Don DeGroot, race sponsor. Ken Baum Jr. Look, okay, he was leaving pit road and he stopped, and now he's on his way once again. So Worldwide Technology Raceway being a little bit of a handful for some of the drivers out there tonight. So this puts Alex Mater. Now he's the only car out there once again who last pitted on lap 45, and he's got McCarthy right behind him, followed by Steve Strittmatter, Stan Mayberry in the 4th spot. Jimmy Barr is 5th, and then we have Brian Pressler in the 6th position, followed by the 21 Lucas Nilges. Lucas back up in the top 10. He had that spin and went all the way back to maybe 20th position, and yeah, he's right back up there again. I mean, we still have quite a ways to go. We're lap 81 of 120. So yeah, we are getting there now, but I tell you, he's doing good to get back up in that top 10. And let's see, do we have we still have another lap of caution here. Where's Lucas at? Let's grab Lucas here for a minute if I can find him. I just saw him. There he is. Let me move him on up here. Hey, Lucas, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, man, kind of up and down night here tonight. Had that little spin, ended up at the back of the pack, and here you are back in the top 10 once again.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that spin. I don't know whose fault it really was, but I felt like I was being crowded a bit on the restart. Thing is kind of early for that, but, back up here, so hopefully I capitalize on it.
10-4. This is a little bit of a marathon of a race, isn't it?
It seems like it. I think it's gonna test a lot of people's patience. So I'll say that because mine's already been tested. So I can only imagine how everybody else's right now.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down to the channel there and get ready for the restart. So good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Right, thank you, man.
It was it was Team Sparkle or Glitter Kitty? I can't remember.
Team Sparkle.
Okay, see you later, buddy.
Thank you.
And so yeah, he's getting ready to get going again here. Like he said, Tempers, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like a giant short track almost. You know, sometimes a lot of times you'll expect that on short track racing, but you know, it can happen anywhere. And sometimes when you're battling that track just as much as each other, yeah, it can get a little stressful out there. Making their way down the back stretch. I believe the lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 84 on the restart. Yeah, I'm looking at this, the live timing and scoring. If you haven't checked it out, there's a button up at the top where you can click on that and you can adjust different settings. And I'm not going to look at that myself right now, but yeah, that's pretty good, pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And
Green flag, green flag.
got the green flag, and here we are racing once again. Now lap 84. So McCarthy up the front there. Mater now in that second position. Stan Mayberry trying to hold on to that third spot. He's got Steve Strittmatter right behind him. Mayberry, with him in the majority of the field, pitted on lap 74, should be able to get around Mater, so we'll see what happens. There they are going down the front stretch, and looks like he'll take that second position as they go into turn one. Oh man, I could have sworn I thought I saw Mater kind of twitch going into the turn. I think this track's a little tricky out here tonight, folks. And like when we were talking, I think, was it Lucas we were talking to? No, it was Kyler, and I think they said something about the tire model might be a little bit different. Another caution here, and now this is involving the 53 Bill Hales, and he's rolling slowly down the backstretch. The car kind of looks okay, but now that just might have been spinning him by himself. Let's go and take a look here and see what happened. And so there's the 53. He's got the 26 right behind him. That's Jaden Bingman. Oh, they're all knotted up. Oh yeah, and he might have had a little help there. And they were like 3-4 wide going through that turn. And yeah, that just wasn't going to work. Somebody lost out. It was Bill Hales there, but I don't think the car is all that bad a shape. And still in the P14, looks like he might come down pit road. A couple other cars coming down pit road as well. We're already in the pits, actually. Jeremy Zarfos on pit road, Matthew Fitz, David Salter. Salter's been there for a while. He might have decided to retire the car, who knows. There's Mater making his way down. Brian Pressler coming in. Don DeGroot, 61 car behind him, and then we have the 53 there, Bill Hales, making his way down pit road. So like Lucas said, you know, tempers might be getting tested here a little bit. Oh, somebody overshot. Oh no, Brian Pressler went to the wrong wrong pit box. Couple of stalls too far ahead, and tires and fuel now for the 67. Left side's going on. He's down and away. Jeremy Zarfos, now he stayed out this time. He last pitted on lap, well, he pitted on lap 85, so Some of these guys, I think, must have stayed. Did they stay out? Yeah, they had to have stayed. All these guys up in front of him from 7th place up to the leader, they all pitted on lap 74. William Brown, him and Andrew May pitted on lap 75, as well as our Carl Fitz. Then you have some guys back here. Kevin Click, he pitted on lap 80. Jeremy Zarfos, who we were just looking at, now he's back in the pits again. He had just pitted on, I want to say it was lap 85 or something like that, but he's back down pit road again. Does he have any damage that he needs to get worked on? He has a little bit of damage on that left side, so he may be just working it through the pits there and catch up to the field, come back down and get a little bit more work done on the car. Take advantage of the large track and have more time to sit on pit road and get more work done on the car. And they're just inching their way down the backstretch, only halfway down the backstretch, so he could sit here till they come out of turn 4 if he wanted to. And every little bit does help. He's definitely waiting. He's definitely cutting it close here. They're all coming out of 4 now, and we don't see him just yet, but he's probably going to cut it as close as he possibly can. There's Ken Baum Jr. making his way back out, and Jeremy's still there. You can see the pace car, and now he finally takes off. So he'll come on around. They're probably getting the 1 to go this time around, and he got as much work done as he possibly could. Try to get that car in as good a shape as you can get it. So Colin McCarthy will be leading them back to the green flag. It'll be lap 90. So it'll only be 30 laps to go. Wow, Stan Maryberry, Steve Strittmatter right there behind your leader. Lucas Nell just still up there in the top 5. Jimmy Barr, all these guys, they've pretty much been up there. The 5, I'm sorry, Robbie Bice, the 28, he's right next to the 5 there, Ryan Broderick. Everybody has pretty much the same tires, you know, right in all this group here. Some guys a little further back for a little bit fresher tires. Mader, Pressler, DeGroot, Click, they're all back there. Has some fresher tires. Nick Cannon is in the 16th position, not on the lead lap. He's a lap down, him and Jaden Robert Bingaman. So, you know what? I'm trying to think, were they the ones that pitted it and then the caution came out or something? Somebody might have got caught and end up losing a lap or something. I'm not sure.
Green.
But here we go. Boy, McCarthy, he just nails it on the restart. He's been really getting some good restarts, and he'll just get a nice little gap going. And things a little tight here. There's Jimmy Barr in the 12 machine, the 28 there. Robbie Bice on the high side, trying to see if he can get past that 12 machine. They're racing down to turn 3, trying to see if he can maybe get a pass on the outside. Wasn't close enough to try to make anything happen there. William Brown moving in on the 28 now. Brown taking a look here as they go down to turn 1. And is he going to be able to get it? No, it looks like Bice will hold on to that 6th position. I tell you, this track's working them pretty hard out there tonight. Oh, and you just saw Robbie Bice tag the outside wall. Looked like he was able to keep his speed going, though, his momentum. William Brown not close enough to really take advantage of that. These laps really are starting to wind down now. Up the front, McCarthy, he's still leading. Oh, somebody's going. Who is that, Jimmy Barr? trying to save it, and he gets into the outside wall.
The yellow flag is
oh,
out.
and he does trigger the caution. Got a little bit of right front damage there, and I think that was Brian Pressler I saw also. He's up against the inside wall. He's kind of stuck there. Oh man, a lot of damage there for the 67. And he starts to roll away on his own power. And let's go back and see what happened here. Now there's Pressler. Oh, and he gets together. Who is that? Oh, who is that? Couldn't tell who that was. Whoever that was, he got together with, and man, that was rough. But he was having problems, and then I forgot who. I think it was Robbie Bice, or there was somebody else that was having problems. Jimmy Barr, I think that's who it was. Jimmy Barr was having problems as well. So yeah, so both those guys, and now we got a caution. Let's take it back live here. So I tell you, this track's getting a little rough here. There's Barr coming down pit road, and now he'll probably do the same thing. He'll probably sit on pit road as long as he can, trying to get as much work done as possible. And let's see, where's Jimmy at? Let me go find him real quick while we're under caution here. There he is right there. Hey Jimmy, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, this track's a little rough out here tonight, isn't it?
I felt great. My headset froze up there coming out of 4, and I lost it. So I felt like I had a contending car there at the end, and now it's gone. So.
Oh man. So now you're just gonna go around a few times on the pit road, try to get as much work done, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Just try to salvage what we can here, I guess.
10-4, man. I tell you, we were talking to some of the other guys. It feel like that tire model's a little different now on this upgrade, huh?
Yeah, for sure. It's a little bit looser cut getting into the corner, I felt like, and but I felt really good. It's a shame that we're struggling a little bit here tonight as a team, but I think we're gonna hopefully have some good results here. But yeah, track's a little tricky, but it's just a shame because I felt really good there.
Absolutely, man. Well, hang in there, buddy, and I'm gonna put you back down in your channel. Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, man.
Sad, yeah, because you gotta take the good with the bad, and sometimes sometimes it's just not your day, and he is definitely not alone because more folks have been they've been having their issues as well with the track or the setup or whatever the case may be. There's Ken Baum Jr. coming back down pit road again. McCarthy probably been having, knock on wood, the best luck out there. He keeps getting back up to the front, and but the setup's working. He was real happy about that setup, and it seems like it's really working good for him there. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. He'll restart in that lead position. Steve Strittenmatter, he's been quietly consistent as well. Lucas Neal just right back up where he was for so much of the first half of the race, back up in that top 5 and running third. Stan Mayberry, he's up to the front now. He's up 14 positions from where he started, and he'll be doing everything he can to stay there. Same deal there with Robbie Bice. He moved up 6 spots and didn't have to go as far. Got a little damage on that right front, but look like he'll try to hang in there. William Brown, he'll be in the 6th position on the restart, followed by the 5 there, Ryan Broderick. And Broderick, he's for the most part, he's on pretty much the same tire strategy as the guys in front of him. And then some of the folks behind him have a lot fresher tires, though. Andrew May starting in the 8th position. Same deal as Broderick. Then we have Alex Mader. He pitted on lap 86. And Don DeGroot rounding out the field, out the top 10, I'm sorry. From there on back, guys having a lot of the fresh rubber. So we'll see what happens when they get up to go green here once again. And David Salter, Bill Hales. Looks like I don't know if Bill Hales has retired the car. And getting ready to go green once again. We'll be, it's only 24 laps to go, actually. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. You know how it is when it starts getting close to the end of the race. Pace car is in. Here we go, folks. Hang on.
Green flag, green
Had
flag.
a green flag. Kyler McCarthy with another killer restart. He just gets going. Look at Lucas Neal just shoots right in, trying to shoot into that second position. Steve Strittmatter trying to fight back. You know, I think that outside line's a little bit better line going through turns 1 and 2. Strittmatter, he does hold on to that second position. Stan Mayberry, he's battling with the 28 there, Robbie Bice. Here comes William Brown on the high side, trying to see if he can, oh man, I'm about to say, are they going to both straddle the 48 there? Brown, he goes, wonder if he went a little higher than he really wanted to. Followed by Ryan Broderick. McCarthy already out to almost a 0.3 of a second lead. All these guys back here. Oh, there's DeGroot. I'm sorry, yeah, DeGroot up into the wall there a little bit. And, oh, hang on to it. 26 Bingaman going on by, and he manages to hold on to it. Meanwhile, up the front, you can tell folks are getting a little bit racier now. Just getting into these money laps here, folks. Steve Strittmatter in that 5th position. William Brown, he's hunting around trying to see if he can find a way past the 51 machine. Taking a look down on the inside. As it come off a 2. Oh man, that's close. How about the number 5 there, Ryan Broderick? He's going to pass both of them. As they at least try to. William Brown holding on. They're almost 3 wide. They are 3 wide going through turns 3 and 4. Just about. Broderick down on that inside. Man, the 51's getting squeezed up high on that high side. And the 5 does end up getting by both Brown and Strittmatter. In fact, Strittmatter lost the position there to Kevin Click. Click trying to get back on the move here, get back up towards the front here. Ducking and diving here, looking down on the inside of William Brown as they go down towards turn 3. Gonna try to pick off 2 cars. Watch the 5 there. Oh man, the 5 almost didn't see him down on the inside. Man, they're really cranking up the pressure here now, folks. Now, these guys are battling, but up ahead of them, they're stretched out a little bit more up front here. Robbie Bice, he's got about half a second to go to catch Stan Mayberry. Mayberry looking good for a podium at the moment. Uh-oh, got a caution here. Lap with 19 laps remaining. Oh, it's Brian Pressler, and he looks like he's okay there. Oh boy, a little bit more damage though on that 67 machine. Let's go back and take a look. Maybe he got, he might have been in the middle of something there. Oh, and he got together with the 5, Broderick. And yeah, oh, wow. Isn't that's almost what happened the last time, wasn't it? Hold on a second. Okay, that was the wrong, okay, my bad. That was the wrong replay. We're looking at the wrong one. This is what we want to see, and we want to see Andrew May here. That's what brought out the caution. My bad, folks. And where's Andrew at? He's the number 69 car right down there. He's got the 61 Don DeGroot behind him. Now, nobody's close to him. Oh, something's happening in front of him. Oh, Ken Baum Jr. and the 26 there, Bingaman, and he looked like he might have reacted on his own and just lost it in the turn there. So the 8 Nick Cannon, I think he might have gotten lucky. He managed to squeeze through there. So that seemed to be pretty much what happened there. He was responding to what was happening in front of him. A lot of activity down on pit road. There's Andrew May. Not really a whole lot of damage on that number 69 anyway, though. A lot of cars down on pit road. There's Strittenmatter. He looks like he's just wrapping up his pit stop. Left side's going on here. He's down and away. Looks like he'll rejoin in the 12th position. And meanwhile, McCarthy, he is still out front. Lucas Neal just now in that second position. Stan Mayberry in the third spot. Ryan Broderick now up to fourth. Kevin Click, boy, the 5 and the 35, they were up there earlier in the race, especially the 35. And, you know, he's kind of been down and out for a good portion of the race. He's back up there again in the top 5. William Brown knocking on the door, trying to get into that top 5. Followed by Alex Mader there. Jeremy Zarfos was in 8th, but now on pit road. And he may have decided to come down. Who knows? It may be his last set of tires. Maybe just get some fresh Goodyear and be less than and probably 15 laps or less to go once we go green once again. Let's check your leader. The lights out on the pace car. No, they are. So they'll have one more pace lap before they go green again. Boy, I tell you, these guys, they've been really duking it out there tonight. Still have 3 cars on pit road. Jeremy Zarfos, Jimmy Barr, David Salter pretty much retired the car. As they make their way, you can see part of it. There's a road course to this track as well. They'll be coming around, and you can see Jimmy Barr on pit road making his way down. He'll be getting out before they come around again. Stay, like I said, stay in there as long as you can. Get as much work done on the car as possible. Who else is that? That's Jeremy Zarfos making his way back out. So they'll scoot on around the track. There'll be 14 laps to go when they get the green flag. Field is still some guys up the front, like the top 4. They still have the tires that have been on since lap 74. So kind of an interesting mix there. Kevin Click, he pitted on lap 94. So, and he's in the 5th position. So this could be interesting here. Here we go, waiting for that green flag. And boy, another lightning start there for the 24, Kyler McCarthy. Just doing a great job on those restarts. Ryan Broderick taking a look. He's down in the grass on that. Oh man. No, that wasn't him. That was Stan Mayberry. Oh, and they're kind of things are happening around the. There's Mayberry, and he got in the grass, but there was some other action going on track. I think David Smeal Jr., he might have been caught up in some of that little bit of damage there. Who else? It was Carl Fitz. His car doesn't look too bad, though. And, you know, sometimes that happens. You get down to, where Stan Mayberry, he was involved. And car looks pretty good. Might have just been a spin there. Let's go back here with Stan, see if we can see what happened. And so they're racing down to turn 1. And we'll slow it down as they get down into the turn. think that's who we were looking at. Oh yeah. No, I wonder if he got a little help there. He in the grass, and he, you know, you're almost completely out of control there. He tags the 35, and there's the 40. Where was that? I can't make out that car. Oh my goodness. Woo! He just got crunched hard by the 18 of Carl Fitz, the 72 David Smeal. They were already together, and Stan was just sitting there waiting for cars to go by, and he just got whacked there pretty good there. Hopefully he didn't get a whole lot of damage making his way down pit road. The front of the car looks better. It might have been more side damage. Doesn't look all that bad though, to tell you the truth. From what we can see there. But he'll sit on pit road, and whatever damage there is, he'll get as much of it fixed as possible. So now, right now, it's 12 laps to go. You know, the laps count under caution. They'll continue to click off here, and they have 3 opportunities for a green-white checker. And you know, we have seen it come down to that sometimes. You know how it is sometimes. Sometimes you'll have some of them races that just don't want to end. And the closer they get to those single-digit laps, the more mayhem seems to pop up. So it looks like they'll have one, maybe one more lap to go before they get the 1 to go signal. So we'll go ahead and take another quick break. And we'll be right back. You're watching the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They both coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, here we go. Hang on. Getting ready to get going under green once again. McCarthy, he has been putting on a clinic on restarts here tonight, and I don't see any reason why that won't continue. He's really been getting on the button there when that green flag comes out, making their way out of turn 4.
Green, green, green.
Got a green flag, and once again, that's how you do it, folks. Getting down on that power quickly, getting away from whatever might be happening behind him. Mayberry trying to hold on there. Lucas Neal just on that high side. They race down the backstretch. William Brown trying to come along with him. They both get past the number 5. Nick Cannon now he's trying to get by the 5 as well. Kevin Click behind him in the 35 machine. There's the 28 Robbie Bice. Now less than 10 laps to go, 8 laps remaining. Cannon now right behind his teammate William Brown. He might get him coming off the corner.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh boy, we got the, oh no, it is Kevin Click again, the 30, where is he? There he is. Oh man, down in the grass. Not a whole lot of damage. Who knows it, man? It might have just been just a spin. Boy, I tell you, this track has just been vicious here tonight. Let's go take a look at it. Might have just been turn two, might have got him here. Let's watch them. Here they go, and see where is. Hold on a second. We're looking for Kevin Click. Oh, again, let's run it back here and see what happened there. Oh, we might have had some help there. They're going down into turn one, and I'm thinking he might have had a little help. Well, he's down on the inside of the 5, and let's see. Oh, you know, I think that car might get away from him. Something about it just doesn't look. The posture doesn't look quite right. It looks almost as if he's fighting it already, and that the 5 got back in him. And, you know, I wonder if he was just fighting it just to keep that car from spinning. And when you're doing that, he might have got out of the throttle a little bit, and that's not a good place to do that, because then the guy behind you's got his momentum, and the 5, I think, piled right into him there. And he actually spun around some other folks, and everybody went on by. So, no harm, no foul there. He relatively unscathed, but to put him back to the 16th position. Now 6 laps remaining, getting really close now to green-white checker territory. Kyler McCarthy, I guess he figures, hey, all I got to do is just keep nailing these restarts. Whatever happens behind me is going to happen, because I tell you, he has got everybody's number on these restarts. Lucas Nilges, he's been right there restarting behind him, but just hasn't been able to have that reaction time, almost like being at the drag strip or something, you know. And those lights, the lights on the light tree there go down, and that's cool too. It's all about reaction time there, how quickly you get going. I don't know if they're using the restart zone or they just go on the flag. I think they're just going on the green flag. So it should be lights. Yeah, the lights are out on the pay. Are they? No, they're still on. So we'll have one more lap of caution here. Jimmy Barry making his way down pit road. Had some problems. I think he said it was his headset that conked out on him. And wearing VR, I tell you, you are literally in the dark if your headset conks out on you, or it just it glitched on him there for a split second. But that's all it takes, is just a glitch, just a split second. You don't have that kind of time to not be able to work your controls or see what you're doing, and it can just really throw things off for you. So he may be getting some more work done on the car there. Field going down the back stretch is still Brown and Cannon teammates. They're still right there. And I don't know what's going on there. They're playing bumper cars there with the 21. Oh, and those are teammates. Okay, I take that. Okay, the 21, the 9, and the 8. They're all teammates. Kyler McCarthy, I believe he's with Nitro, and so okay, yeah, this is going to get interesting. Let's see, Ryan Broderick, he is he's Ryan Broderick Racing. That's right. Of course, Robbie Bites, he's Mopar Motorsports, and Alex Mader, he is River Region Racing. So we got a little different representation there, different teams up in the top 10. Steve Strittenmatter, he's with Up in Smoke. Is Brian Pressler, is he part of them as well? Yep, he's a teammate there. Those are 2 teammates there. The 51 and 67, the 61 Don DeGroot. Wait a minute, he's Up in Smoke as well. So 3 teammates right there, the 51, the 61, and the 67. So it's kind of interesting. The number 45, that's why I couldn't quite make out his car number, Alex Mader. Every time I would see his number, that gold number, it kind of was just messing with my eyes. I couldn't quite make it out. So here we go, folks, making their way through turns 3 and 4. McCarthy got to nail it once again. Had his car down on pit road. It'll be 3 laps to go when we get the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green, and we're racing once again. If there's another caution, it will trigger a green-white checker situation. This is kind of a natural one right here. They're off and running. Boy, now he got away, but William Brown is right there, folks. He didn't get that great of a jump this time. Lucas Nilges, he's back there trying to hold off the 8 there, Nick Cannon. Of course, they're all teammates, so they're not going to do anything to mess up those team points there. They're all right there running second, third, and fourth. Oh, we got us a caution. Let's see. We got a caution, and it's not showing anybody wrecked or anything, so I don't know what happened there. Interesting. Well, there's Kevin Click. Did he spin? It didn't get any indicator that anybody went off track or anything, so I guess as good as mine on that one. That's interesting. So now we're into a green-white checker situation here. I think this is the first of 3 attempts that they'll have at it. I think the first one, it was just counting. It just so happened that it counted down that way once they were going green, and I do believe this may be the first attempt at green-white checker restart. You see Ken Baum Jr. Is that, yeah, Ken Baum Jr. Making his way down on pit road. I mean, who knows? It could have been Ken that spun. We don't want to assume that. I think the guys might be. I think the guys might be happy to move on from Gateway here once this one is over. Oh my goodness! But I tell you, if you knew where they were going next, that ain't exactly getting any easier. I tell you that, folks. You'll find that out here soon enough. Bomb on pit road and getting some work done there. I mean, the car looks relatively okay, but no, how it looks and how it's handling could be totally different things. Now William Brown, he'll be restarting in that second position ahead of Lucas Nilges, his teammate. And then, of course, they had their teammate Nick Cannon back there as well, Ryan Broderick, in that 5th position. Carl Fitz making his way down pit road. And these bigger tracks, it's good for when you're on pit road and you want to get some work done on the car, but it makes those pace laps that much longer. But yeah, he's done. Colin McCarthy, he's kind of done what you need to do in a situation the way things have gone here tonight. I think it's been also a combination of just really having a good setup here. Same as teammate. Who knows? His teammate might have been right up there with him. He said they were, working on the setup and whatnot. And it seems like it has been working really good tonight. That car really seems to be hooked up to this track. So whatever they were doing, they definitely got it right, that's for sure. And I do believe that they should be getting the one to go this time. Lights out on the pace car. It will be green-white checker situation when we get the green flag. These guys getting up on the wheel now, and just everybody's going to do their best to try to, you know, make some progress here at the end. For those three teammates, they're probably going to do their best to try to make those cars as wide as possible, preserve those good finishing positions for the team. So got one team member on the high side, and the other two taking up the entire second row. Should be interesting. Let's see what Broderick and Robbie Bice can do there. Here we go. Pace car in.
Green flag.
Green flag. Colin McCarthy punches it once again. And there your three teammates there going through turns 1 and 2. William Brown, Lucas Nildress, Nick Cannon. Let's ride along with Robbie Bice. He's the first car that's not part of that team in front of him. Getting it into gear in that 5th position. He'll be getting the white flag this time around. Can Bice get close enough to try to do anything? And William Brown, he may be trying to make a move here on Colin McCarthy. He's pulling the trigger, and he's just going for it. Oh, and he gets it when he overshoots. Oh, no, and Nick Cannon into the wall. And is that going to trigger a caution? Oh, and he gets tagged by the 3. Oh, man, McCarthy, the white flag. What in the world just happened? Brown shot in front of him, overshot the turn, lost it. He lost position. Lucas Nildress got second. McCarthy is going to hold on, and probably the closest restart all evening to take the win here at Gateway. Man. Colin McCarthy, he had to kind of fight for that one at the end, and having a relatively easy night in a way earlier on. But man, I tell you, what a finish there. But congratulations once again there to Colin McCarthy. Lucas Nildress, second position there. William Brown in that 3rd spot. He went for it, and yeah, just it didn't quite work out for him there, but there's your leader, or there's your winner there. Colin McCarthy here tonight at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And we'll go ahead and get the guys here. Let's see. Let's go find, let's get McCarthy and everybody up here. Where is he? Let's do that down. Let's see. I'm looking all over his name. Did he already jump up there? No, Lucas is up there. We still got to find Kyler. Where is Kyler? I was just, you would think I'd know the order of the teams in here by now, but he's in here somewhere. Well, where is he? Good grief. I actually don't. Where is he? I don't even see him in the chat here. We got to find him here. He's got to be in here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, William Brown is there. Okay, I'm gonna look one more time here, see if I can find Kyler McCarthy, and I just do not see his name. I don't know where he is. Definitely want to talk to your race winner. I wonder if he realizes. Let me go ahead and go down here in the booth with the guys here. Okay, folks, we're down here with two of your top three, and hey guys, does Kyler know that his oh, there he is. Okay, he finally got in there. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So now we got everybody here now, and Colin McCarthy, Lucas Nilgis, and William Brown, and let Kyler get himself together there, and we'll do our post-race interviews here, and let's see. I think he's trying. Kyler, you got a copy there?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, buddy.
10-4, man. Hey, man, what a race, man! I tell you, that last restart, and you had to fight for it all of a sudden, there, man. Congratulations, though, on the win.
Yeah, we sure did. I tell you what, old William Brown put up a hell of a fight there at the end. I saw him overcharge turn one. I was like, this isn't going to end up very well. So I just hit my mark, and I hate that I got into him like that, but he said he locked him up and kind of slid. So he put up a hell of a fight those last 15 laps or so when we were, under caution. So, but shout out to Nitro Setup Shops for this fast car. It was bad fast all night.
I tell you, man, that I had made the comment, well, y'all really nailed the setup. That car was hooked up tonight, and we saw some guys struggling with grip and everything out there. And did you have any kind of struggles at all like that?
I had a couple of oh crap moments, but it was mostly just me, just overcharging. Like I think there was one lap where I overcharged turn 3 and overheated the right front, kind of backed it down a little bit, and my teammate keyed up in Discord and was like, "I'm catching you." I said, "I had to back it down because I overheated the right front. So just give me a little bit, and I'll start pulling back away." it kind of made him mad, but hats off to Jaden. He did a hell of a run. He got he kind of got snookered there with a penalty, but for him to come back and finish, I think he got a top 10. Hats off to him.
Yeah,
we needed this. We really need this going to Sonoma next week because I struggle. So to be locked into the playoffs and not have to worry about Sonoma, we just go have fun.
Yeah, that place is no joke, man. I tell you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, my wife for allowing me to put in the time that I do for this to practice and to spend with these guys. Russ over at Nitro Setup Shop, Patrick. Tyler Isley, and unfortunately he couldn't make it here tonight. So, and then Jaden, and then this one's for Matt, my spotter. He wasn't on top of the box with us tonight. He was out on vacation. So this one's for him, as well as all the guys over at Nitro.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, man. Go celebrate it, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Lucas, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, man, what a way to finish. I mean, you were up at the front, man, for a good portion there at the front at the beginning of the race, and you had the issues that you had to deal with, kind of like some other folks, kind of got worked back and then work your way back up the front and everything, man. And I tell you, it felt good to have some teammates around you at the end there, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it's always good to have teammates around, especially when it's Will and Nick. They've been giving me a lot of pointers, helping with setup. So I mean, where I'm at talent-wise is mainly down to them helping me out. But I'm just glad having a good car. I was able to actually put in a good finish because I've had I don't know how many races this season where I've felt like I had the pace to be top 5 or even potentially challenge for a win, only to be taken out through something that more than likely probably wasn't my fault. So maybe this is the turnaround. Who knows?
Yeah. 10-4. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my teammates for Team / Glitter Kitty. Keep all the good positive vibes going on Wednesday nights. And shout out to Robbie for putting on an awesome fun league, and shout out to you to putting on a show to the broadcast for us.
10-4, man. Well, go relax a little bit, man. That was a little bit of a workout there tonight, man. Go relax and get ready for Sonoma next week, because you're not going to get any rest there, that's for sure.
Definitely not going to get any rest. Going to have to practice that one up quite a bit this week.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Hey, William, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, you're getting closer and closer to that top step, man. I tell you, you're starting to. I noticed that, as the season goes forward, you're starting closer to the front of the field, and it's transferring to now podiums and stuff, man. And you're headed in the right direction. Congratulations on that third place there.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sniffing it. I'm smelling it in the air, and I saw red there on that last lap, turn 1 and 2.
Man,
and I saw a little too much red, and
yeah,
or maybe I didn't, because then if I did, I would have slowed down some more. But
yeah,
I cooked it. Like Kyler said, I told him I locked my left front up pretty good. It might have been my right front, and it slid, and I just got a little too ambitious. That was a well-ran race by him. He was dominant the whole time. The best car won. That's all I'll say.
Absolutely, man. And but it finished up there with some teammates, and of course that's always good there for the team points and stuff. But man, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, I want to give a shout out to my teammates at TSUR and GKR. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my friends that were watching. Max, Darren, Danielle, possibly Kelton, and anybody else who was watching, as well as you for the good broadcasts and everybody that puts on this league and comes out every week.
10-4, man. Well, go relax. You guys have earned it, and we will see you all next week.
Sounds good. Take care.
Okay, folks. Well, that will do it for this evening, and let's go ahead and bring up the race results here and get those for you here. Boom, and there you go. And there they are. Colin McCarthy, he's your winner there. Lucas Nilger second. William Brown in the third position. Ryan Broderick fourth. Robbie Bice fifth. Don DeGroot sixth. Stan Mayberry seventh. Jeremy Zarfos finished eighth. Kevin Click ninth. And Steve Stritmatty, he round out the top 10. And I'll go ahead and scroll down so you can see where your favorite driver ended up tonight. Boy, a lot of good racing out there tonight, folks. And I tell you, it's not going to get any easier next week, folks. I mean, they're heading to Sonoma for race number 17. It's the Little Box 70, and you're not going to want to miss that. And just like Lucas said, folks will be doing a little bit of practicing, I think, here. So be sure to join us for that one. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.